As most of you already know, the National Association of Realtors has settled on a 1.8 billion lawsuit, resulting in changes that will affect immediately both buyers and sellers. Hi, I'm Paola Barrientos, your real estate agent here in South Florida, and I am here unpacking the real estate changes going forward. Stay tuned. Keep in mind, deadlines vary depending on the states and the MLS boards, but the change is imminent. So, what is changing? Because we keep hearing so much noise out there as to will commissions disappear, sellers don't have to pay a buyer's agent, and that is the marketing that we keep hearing from the news. But I'm here to state some facts and to help you clear some doubts. Okay, so let's go. The number one change is that as of August 17th, no realtor can actually show any property to anyone without actually having a signed buyer agreement, which I am totally in agreement with because many buyers would abuse agents, have them take them around to see properties, and in the end, they would end up buying with a relative who was not available to show them or was only practicing real estate part time. So, even though this buyer broker agreement form was available in the past, it was never used because we didn't want to lose any competitiveness. Going forward, the MLS will be policing this new rule, and infractions will be penalized with strong fines and without warning. I hear anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 per infraction, and depending on the MLS. And for repeat offenders, may even lose their license. So let's be careful. The second change is that commissions are now decoupled, and the buyer side commission will no longer be negotiated up front. For example, in the past, the listing agent negotiated the full commission to be paid by the seller, say 5 to 6%, and then assign half or X portion to the buyer's agent, and then both would be paid at closing. Now, with the new rules, sellers no longer have the responsibility to predetermine a buyer broker fee up front, which means the seller ultimately will be in charge of negotiating this fee on a per offer basis. And I do believe this is a good opportunity for the seller to find savings if the offer price is lower, right? I do want to say, Mr. Seller, that 70% of the buyers will be financing. So they will require some sort of help with X amount of concessions. But this is something that you can now consider on a offer basis later on. Okay. As for you buyers, the key is to choose a strong buyer agent who will negotiate on your behalf for your best interest and who won't be intimidated to negotiate with you on a fee. And that is where the value is, not in finding a home or opening a door, as nowadays you can find properties online. So, your number one concern should be, would this agent have my best interest at heart? And the reality is that if you go to a listing agent where their fiduciary responsibility for them is to the seller, you're in trouble because the loyalty will be to the seller and there wouldn't be much negotiating on your side. Now, you already know you will need an agreement where you and your buyer agent agree to a commission fee. Now, don't be going crazy signing multiple agreements because, buyer, this may be putting you at risk of owing additional commissions to those other agents. So choose well. Take your time, sit with a realtor, and understand why they should represent you and prepare for a worst case scenario. Ask your buyer agent what happens if it is not a good match, right? And because let's face it, not everyone works well with others, not everyone blends well with others. So keep that in mind. I hope this information helps you. I know there's many people with differences of opinions on this ruling, but at this point we just need to move forward and adapt. I am Paola Barrientos. If you like this content, please subscribe for more information, and thank you for watching.